Like he used this to knock her out.
Kurt must want her to be quiet.
And he's probably violent. The woman's carrying 90 pounds, soaking wet.
I got early and figured Charlotte was still asleep. And I saw the blood.
The responding officer said that you've been out of town on business?
Yes, I was in Newport checking out an investment property.
What hotel did you stay at?
Sir, we're not accusing you of anything. It's just procedure X.
I was at the Whitmore Hotel.
When was the last time you spoke with your wife?
Around dinner time. 6:30, 7. Tell her I was staying over.
How did she seem to you?
Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama. Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up the regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see, the Uconn Huskies taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
No offense, but I've read that kind of stuff can go wrong when you get things. They've never in the future.
Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Uconn Huskies offense is on the field for the first time today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have.
Maybe I'm
They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get a hold, and they get him into 21. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get.
I fold your clothes on this lonely road.
Before they slam the brakes on it. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these.
Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with the...
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Uconn offense goes back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's James. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Uconn tries to move the chains on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. There he goes. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. That's reeled in. It's Whitehead. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll go to the ground. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Cardinals come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Uconn going back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Uconn quick to the line. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about Uconn. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Husky. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Power football with the run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Going over the top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the inside. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. They'll go hurry up here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Looking downfield on 1st down. Calls it in.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He's up to 73 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season. And the Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing off.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incomplete. Oh, he's got some space. And into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Uconn offense goes back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Pope. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows. Get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Defense in press coverage. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield, it's James. Under fire. On target to the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an entertaining first half. And always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the second half of the Birmingham Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Uconn has it teed up to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That's
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to swing it on second down. just missed on the connection, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card is supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pocket breaking down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On the move, he fires. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Uconn quick to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's James. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Uconn! And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception. interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. They'll give it to him again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whitehead. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cardinals are marching down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Making side adjustments here. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that. So they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run that runs some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's James. Plucks it out of the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. And there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back.
And the quarterback up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You've got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Looking for a man. It's James. Into the end zone. Intercepted.
So you're saying there's a chance. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill.
Looking for a huge play. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Finds his man down the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Uconn going back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's James. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Uconn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on. That one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Give to the back. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.